Basketball is a wild thing. There is so much to learn. There is so much crazy stuff out there. And I really hope that what you're about to see and what you're about to hear about and what you're about to be seen practice is going to blow your mind. It's not only going to be something that you didn't even know people did or could practice, but it's going to really inspire you in making you realize how deep this rabbit hole of basketball goes, how much depth there is. So today's video is about seams control. You might have an idea what that is. The seams control kind of describes what it is. But what it is when you're dribbling, you're in total control of the seams. The seams of the basketball lines up with your fingertips at every moment that you're dribbling. Does that sound crazy? It is. I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain how. So for the purposes of understanding in this video, do your best, put in the highest quality available, and focus on the seams of the basketball. I have some symbols on the ball which will help that as well. But what I'm doing basically is doing my lateral dribbles just then. I'm the only trainer and I'm the only player in energy efficient basketball. So far, that's going to change. But what you're seeing is me doing my lateral dribbles and now my forward and back between the legs dribbles while controlling the seams, making sure that whenever I pick up the ball, it's on my seams, and with every dribble, it's on my seams. Now, why would you want to do this? Let's get into some really deep, really strategic, high-level thinking about basketball, okay? So, if you think about a shooter likes to hold the ball on the seams if he can, right? This is how we learn. This is how we do it at the free throw line. This is how we know that our offhand is not involved and that we have perfect rotation because we have this perfect rotation seams shot. Do you agree on this? Does anyone not agree? I assume everyone agrees with this. Okay. Well, also in high-level elite basketball, you don't have time to adjust the ball to your seams. When you catch the ball, if you have a shot, you got to shoot it just then. You don't have time to spin the ball in your hand and get it just right. Makes sense? Okay. Then how are we supposed to shoot the ball from our seams? From the seams. Because we're going to shoot higher percentage from there. What if the guy who passes you the ball passes you a perfect rotation seams pass so that you can catch the ball on the seams without any adjustment and go up and shoot it? Makes sense? Is that crazy, or is it something that should be done, or both? Okay. Well, if you're following here, it makes sense. But what if... Okay, well, let's think about this also. Just like you do not have time to pick up the ball and adjust the seams, you do not have time to pick up your dribble and adjust the ball in your hands before making your pass. So the only way to do it, pick up the ball, perfect adjustment, perfect seams pass to your shooters who catch the ball, no adjustment, perfect seams shot, is to control the ball at all times while dribbling. There are some NBA players who do this. Those are the elite of the elite, and I aspire to train people to be able to do this, to raise what elite means, to increase just the dribbling capacity for people in the world by sharing this. So does that make sense? Why is this something you'd want to do? I think it does. I think it's crazy. I think it's something you can master as well. So what you're seeing me do here is work on doing a dribble combination, picking up the ball on the seams to make my snap pass or my shot. And now I'm doing various combinations. You have a pretty good view of the seams so you can see what's going on here, especially as I'm freezing the ball at the end, right? You can see that I'm getting the ball on the seams. And the reason that I'm doing this into picking the ball up is because our ability to pass and our ability to shoot is only as good as our ability to pick up the ball. It's only as good as our ability to pick up the ball off the seams, which is only as good as our ability to seams dribble. So we start off with seams dribbling, and then we get into seams dribbling, complete with the pickup. This is a good thing to do outside of the mirror room, passing with a partner, passing against the wall, shooting with a partner, shooting in an empty gym. But the fastest way to learn is definitely working in a mirror room, because you can look at the seams without having to strictly feel it off braille on your fingertips. So that's why I seriously recommend getting into a mirror gym and working on seams control. If it's not something you do, you should if you want to be an elite ball handler. If you've never even heard of it, awesome, because I hope that expands your knowledge of, or really expands your thirst for knowledge as you realize there's all this kind of stuff out there that we don't even know about. So what I'm working on here is just defensive dribble, defensive spin dribble, against, to move laterally, quickly, spin around a screen, or just for a reaching defender. Working on spinning, picking up the ball for a pass or a shot perfectly off the seams. Really functional thing. It's going to improve your passing. It's going to improve your shooting drastically. It's going to improve your shooting off the dribble. I just think this is something that we need NBA players doing. It's something that we need aspiring NBA players doing. It's just going to really, it's elite guard stuff. I know Rondo does this, Chris Paul does this. They don't talk about it explicitly, but they're into seams passing, and the only way to do seams passing is seams dribbling. So that's what you're seeing. And finally, we're doing an advanced combination, ending on a perfect seams pickup, as you're going to see here. Got the ball on the seams, and then I can take this straight to a game, and everything is just beautiful spin on the rotation on the shot, beautiful rotation on the passes to my teammates. So cannot recommend this enough. A really crazy thing. It's called seams control. If you're interested in this, it gets even crazier. Check out my video on top palming. Top palming is another crazy advanced dribbling trick. I don't know if trick's the right word, but something you should check out. So this is seams control. Get in the gym.